Hello Spacefarers, this is Drakkert and today bringing you a little tutorial on what changes to make when you are starting a small hope scenario in order to increase your chances of survival in your playthrough. First, pause the game. The next step all depends on the difficulty settings. If you are playing on brutal like me, everything you dismantle will turn into scrap. So you don't want to do that, instead you want to keep the stuff where it is, just turn it off and move it later when you're expanding your ship. Personally, from a design standpoint, I consider the Small Hope a nightmare, because it has a lot of redundant systems that just all suck power out of your generator. So to prevent an inertium crisis, we are redoing the linking. Leaving those 4 wall nodes unlinked will save us 0.4 energy per second. In order to save even more energy per second, we are turning off all those redundant thermals regulators, which we are not going to need unless we are hopping into a system with high thermal activity. Also, I suggest we dismantle those lights in the engine rooms, because nobody's going to stay there, so they don't need to be lit. We also have a redundancy in life support units, so we just want to turn off those, because for our crew size, 1 gas scrubber and 1 oxygen generator are doing the job just fine. The inertium power generator can produce a maximum of 10 power per second. With turning off all these things and unlinking those power nodes, we spared 1.2 power per second, which is 12% of the generator's capacity. The next thing we also want to do is check our resources. In my case, we just have 2 of all the foods, so we probably want to alter those settings to an 11999 setup. This gives us a full value prepared meal with everything in the greens. To keep your crew sane and happy, you also want to move that toilet out of the living quarters, because they should have a comfortable place to sleep. Yeah, the toilet pretty much negates all the positive effects from the beds and lights and such. You really want to give them a positive environment to recharge their mood, otherwise they are really going to behave strangely and eventually also even killing each other. Regarding research, I would suggest just going with botany, because you're going to need it anyway, and that's just 40 research points. So you are going to have researched that pretty soon. While doing that, check other chips to trade if they have fibers. If so, then I suggest to continue with the microweaver, turn those fibers into fabrics and sell for a big profit. Or if they offer steel plates and plastics, then go for the item fabricator and produce guns. Pretty much same deal here, of course, use them but also sell them. If you are playing without the research workbench unlocked, just remember that to research the power capacity node and solar panels, you don't need it. So that should be of a higher priority than the further into the tech-tree research thingies. Now you should be properly set up, so thank you for watching, and please leave a like if you liked it, and if you want to check out my brutal series, then click here.